Welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix, and I am doing a tarot reading for the collective on the economy. The economy reading is more like a money reading for the collective is what it is. And yeah, as I always say with all my readings, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading the energy and the tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Also, all of the June readings are up. The general readings, the love readings, and the money readings for each sign are up. You can go to the YouTube channel, Keeping It Real with KC, KIRWKC, and click on June Tarot Energy, or click on your sign, and you will see all of the readings. All right. Oh, yeah. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Now, got that out the way. As for pre-shuffle energy, the biggest thing that was coming to me when I was doing the pre-shuffle was innovation. I believe on one of my readings I had mentioned think outside of the box, but I feel like this is the perfect time to innovate. It's just the point of, are people willing to take those steps? Are they willing to believe that they're able to be innovative? So that's what I was sort of picking up. I need to take another sip of water. And another thing I was picking up is also that desperation breeds innovation. Like when people become desperate, they start to become more creative. So I also believe, due to some of the circumstances that people are going through right now, is forcing them to become innovative. Is what's happening. So that's the pre-shuffle energy I was picking up. I'm using the Sacred Geometry deck. I'm using the Abraham Hicks Law of Attraction money deck. I'm using a customized tarot money deck, and I'm using the runic tarot deck. Had to think for a second. All right. May I have the energy for the collective in regards to the economy? May I have the energy for the collective in regards to the economy? May I have the energy for the collective in regards to the economy? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear in regards to the economy and money? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? May I have some cards, please? Thank you. That's interesting that comes out. Okay. Well, money can't buy love. It can buy pleasure. Thank you. But it can't buy love. All right. And may I have another card, please? Whoa. Hold on. That belief came out again. Belief, it was trying to come out, but I'm not taking it. It came out during the pre-shuffle about you believing that you're able to do these new things. Also, another thing that's coming to me is believing that you will make it through whatever you're going through right now, in the sense of if things are kind of, I don't know what this card is, but I want to take it. Yeah. This came out during the pre-shuffle synergy. Something told me, I didn't know what it was because I was trying to pick up the energy, and I was like, okay, wait a minute, let me just pause for a second. I was like, and this upset, yes, take the card. So, yeah, and at the bottom of the deck, belief again. Wow. Oh my goodness, you can. Man, these cars are a trip sometimes. Okay, but what I was talking about before when I was talking about believing in things. I'm too through today. All right. Where somebody may be going through something and it's a point of having the strength to believe, okay, this is going to work out. Or if you are taking a chance on something where you are being innovative, believing that, okay, this will work, or if it doesn't, that it leads to your higher good. Because there are situations, I'll give you an example. Since gas prices resonate with everyone, you probably don't know where gasoline came from. Because I know some people might be like, oh, KC, it comes from oil. Yes and no. What had happened is gasoline was discovered by accident. John Rockefeller had the scientist that he was working with. And John Rockefeller dealt with kerosene. That is what he dealt with. So when he was refining the oil, doing all of this other stuff, kerosene burns slower than gasoline, obviously. Gasoline is the byproduct of refining. So when they were refining, creating the kerosene, it was discovered that there was this byproduct, but it was too, not flammable, there's another one. Combustible. Thank you. It was too combustible. And obviously they're like, we can't let, people can't use that in the kerosene heater. So they were just like, whatever. But at the same time, John Rockefeller was like, oh, well, this could probably be used for something else. And then that's when the whole engines and stuff started coming into play. Like, maybe we can use gasoline for engines. But as for how gasoline was created, it wasn't where John Rockefeller got this oil, him and the scientist that he hired, because John Rockefeller didn't know anything about it. That's why he hired a scientist. But where he started off on this, like, oh, I'm going to make gasoline. Gasoline was the byproduct, is what it was. Also, with the little blue pill, I'm sure everybody knows that story. The little blue pill didn't start out as the little blue pill. It started out as heart medication. And then one of the byproducts of the little blue pill, or of the heart medication, was the little blue pill, which helps men with their, So you have to believe, and I'm telling you all this to say, even if something doesn't work out, you have to believe that you going down the road that you went down will still lead you to the road of your highest good. It's all about belief. Okay. Romantic love came out. And I was saying this was interesting. It says the frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. Now, one thing that I am picking up, some of you might be too focused on money and you're not focused on love. You're like, forget love. Love can't pay my bills. I'll worry about love later. I got to pay for $5 a gallon gas right now. It doesn't hurt. I'm not one who says you have to have someone in your life. I don't believe in that. I believe that everyone has a soulmate. I absolutely believe in that. I just don't believe that everyone has to have someone in their life. It doesn't hurt to have a partner to walk along your journey with you, as long as the partner is a benefit, an asset, and not a liability. So, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But some of you may be so focused on money, you're not giving love a chance. There may be someone in your orbit who is interested in you, or multiple people in your orbit who are interested in you, but you're not giving them the time of day because you're like, nope, I'm focused on my money. I'm going to pay my bills. I'm going to make more money. I have goals. Love isn't one of the goals. But this is saying, with this card coming out, maybe you should reconsider. Again, we all have free will. You can do what you want to do. You're grown. I'm just telling you what the energy is. At the heart of the matter is coherence. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. I'm going back to belief, where you have to have it in your mind and in your heart, to where they have to synchronize to make things happen. But in order for them to synchronize, you have to believe that it's possible. It's almost like the reading I was doing yesterday, and it was just the regular reading, which the title of that reading for the collective is Up to You. You may want to watch that reading. But yeah, that's the energy I'm picking up. And then as for belief, it says, belief is the frequency. The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source. So you have gifts and talents. I've already covered this before. There's no need to, go over that again. Everyone has gifts and talents. And change is under that, which is interesting because the death card came out during the pre-shuffle. And the death card is about change. But going back to the belief, everyone has gifts and talents. You just have to believe in your gifts and talents. Sometimes it takes you believing in you. It's almost like some people talk about those who have very big egos, but they have those egos because it's like, okay, well, if I don't believe in me, who else is going to believe in me? May I have the energy for the collective as related to the economy and money? Energy for the collective as it relates to the economy and money. Energy for the collective as it relates to the economy and money. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? May I have some cards, please? Thank you. 4 cards came out. Something's telling me to take this middle one and put it in the heart of the matter. And then this one at the bottom. Okay. And do that. So the first card that came out is I can pivot under any and all conditions. Didn't I mention about being innovative? This is about embracing change is what this is. And it says you have the ability to pivot under any and all conditions, but most of you are habitual in nature, and your patterns are so well entrenched that at times the fastest path to joy, the fastest path to the joy you seek is for you to take your pivot as you sleep, by reaching for good feeling thoughts before you go to sleep and then experiencing the benefit of the quiet mind that occurs while you sleep. And then upon awakening, immediately turning to good feeling thoughts. You can accomplish the ultimate pivoting experience. So keep that in mind. I can pivot under any and all circumstances. Now, at the heart of the matter, it says, my attention to it invites the essence of it. It says, anything you are giving your attention to is an invitation to the essence of it. Saying, I want money, but it will not come, is the same as saying, come to me, absence of money, which I do not want. When you are thinking of money in the way that you will make it come to you, you always feel good. When you are thinking of money in the way that keeps it from coming to you, you will always feel bad. That is how you know the difference. So it says, my attention to it invites the essence of it. And then the other card, I am a vibrational being in a vibrational universe. And it says, you live in a pulsating, vibrating universe of advanced harmonics. Everything that exists in your air, in your dirt, in your water, and in your bodies is vibration and motion. And all of it is managed by the powerful law of attraction. There is nothing that exists outside of this vibrational nature. And as you learn to accept your vibrational nature and begin to concisely utilize your emotional vibrational indicators, you will gain conscious control of your personal creations and of the outcomes of your life experience. Again, I am a vibrational being in a vibrational universe. So beware of your vibrations, what you're sending out. This is all about synergy and belief in innovation. That is the energy I am picking up. Okay. Now, let's move on to the custom tarot. Energy for the collective. Energy for the collective. Energy for the collective. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? May I have some cards, please? Thank you. May I have some more cards, please? Thank you. May I have another card, please? Thank you. And at the, ooh, I like that. At the bottom of the deck, unexpected money. So for some of you during this period, which we can say probably around 30 days or so. Today is June the 12th. So by July the 12th, give or take, some of you may be receiving some unexpected money. That's at the bottom of the deck. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay. 1 week. So something of significance may happen in 1 week. Either 1 week from today, so June the 19th, or when you're watching this, maybe 1 week from the day that you watch it. Again, it's fluid. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Or this unexpected money in 1 week. That could be it too. At the heart of the matter, travel. Some of you, this might be where the innovation is coming in. Some of you might actually get some ideas on vacation. If you're going on vacation or just leaving out of your regular place, you may get some ideas where you see something in another state or another city or another country where you're like, you know what? If I just added this or tweaked it a little bit, I could put this online and do this and do that. And that might be the thing that brings in unexpected money. And it's strange because under unexpected money is give or donate to charity. So for those of you who are in, this is kind of crazy because in Capricorn's reading for June, they got played the lottery, and then the 10 of Pentacles clarified the play the lottery card, but also the card that came out was give or donate to charity in the Capricorn reading. So with this unexpected money here, and then under that was give or donate to charity, I just want to throw that out there. To much whom is given, much is to whom much is given, much is expected. So for those of you who do come into this unexpected money, don't forget to give back. Don't hoard your money. Because give it out. Law of attraction. Because if you give it out, it's going to come back in. But you have to believe it. You got to believe it. So just keep that in mind. But on this travel, I honestly feel for some of you, travel may lead to innovation. For some of you. For others of you, with this being in the heart of the matter, There may be something going on with travel that's going to affect the economy within the next 30 days as well. I want to throw that out there because it's talking about coherence, where it could go one way or the other. I don't feel this is going to be an in-between, where over the next 30 days from this reading, either travel is going to speed up or it's going to completely slow down. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Economy-wise. Individual-wise, I do feel travel will lead to some type of ideas for you. All right, and what other card came out? Approved. So some of you will be approved for something, is what's going to happen. So also, I just heard a bill. Just throwing it out there. Congress might approve something. Maybe that's where the unexpected, I'm not talking about another stimulus. I seriously doubt, I mean, it's not out of the question, but I seriously doubt there's going to be another stimulus bill. I really, really do. It would just add to inflation. But on the unexpected money, people don't know this. Bills get passed in Congress all the time. Like, all the time. They just get passed. It's like, that's what they do. And they don't always get broadcasted. If a bill passes that affects some type of law, whether it's taxes, whether it's regulations, whether it's this, whether it's that, there may be something that is passed that will, trickle down a little bit somewhere and affect something in your life where you're getting money back. It's almost like, I remember one time I got a check from Wells Fargo when I used to bank with them. I don't recommend that to anyone. But Wells Fargo sent a check out the blue. It was for something. And it was due to how they used to charge overdraft fees back in the day or whatever. And it was sort of like Wells Fargo doing a mea culpa. And a check, it was like, I think, how much was that check for? I think it was $30 or something, but it was out the blue. I wasn't expecting a check from Wells Fargo. So, yeah, it could be something as simple as that. Regardless, don't forget to give back. But there's something, I heard a bill might be approved. And I'm talking about Congress. And not necessarily Congress federal. It could be on a state level. Maybe the state that you live in is working on some type of bill. Now, I believe that a state stimulus bill would be closer than a federal stimulus bill. I do believe that, depending on what state you live in. So again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But also something being approved. Some of you might be applying for a home or something like that, or a loan of some sort. Approved is here. So just throwing that out there. Energy for the collective in regards to the economy and money. Energy for the collective in regards to the economy and money. Energy for the collective in regards to the economy and money. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? Ace of Swords is at the bottom of the deck right now. I just caught that. Definitely contracts, information. So I do feel somebody's signing a contract and they're getting approved for something. Also, some type of clarity is going to be coming out too. May I have some cards, please? May I have some cards? And Ace of Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. May I have some cards, please? Thank you. Speaking of swords, okay. May I have some other cards, please? Thank you. 2 cards, they came out in the reverse. King of Cups and the World came out in the reverse. I honestly feel travel is going to slow down significantly. Just throwing it out there. But this isn't going to be long. A lot of people are saying it's going to take forever. And then 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The reason I'm saying that is because 10 of Wands is at the heart of the matter. So this is a heavy burden that's going on. Now for some people, and you know what? with the heavy burden in travel right here at the heart of the matter is where people can't take it anymore because it's costing too much money for some people. Or it could be something else where people may have a job that they have to go all over the place and it's just they can't deal with it anymore. But I honestly feel it's just with the prices of the gas right now, that's affecting things. Is what's going on. It's affecting travel. Now, Seven of Swords is right here. Which, Seven of Swords can be about deception. Again, more air energy. I feel that something just said to me that for some people, they're not letting everyone know, or they're sort of keeping it to themselves, that they're struggling. Ten of Wands energy. There may be someone in your life that's struggling and they're not telling you. Or you may be struggling and you're not telling them. It's sort of like you're just keeping it to yourself. For others of you, and I'm just calling it as I see it, some people are thinking about dancing on the other side of the law. But they're like weighing if it's worth it. They're like, is it worth taking the chance of going to jail? Because that's going through my head too, especially where the Ace of Swords showed up at the bottom. Because Ace of Swords plus the Seven of Swords is the Eight of Swords, which is imprisonment. Eight of Swords is usually self-imprisonment. But for some people, they might be weighing their options like, do I want to start doing stuff that's kind of questionable? Because if I get caught, is it worth it type thing? But the burdens are weighing. So there's that. Also, Seven of Swords can be about strategy. Going back to innovation. And that's what I'm really on. Is just innovation. Tapping into your innovation during this period. But I do feel like travel is going to slow down significantly. I'll be shocked if travel is at we're in 2022. If travel is like at 2019 levels, I'd be shocked. I really would. Because I just feel like for some, it's just going to be too much of a burden, is what it is. With the World and the King of Cups reversed, this is a cycle that isn't closing out. And with the King of Cups reversed, this is where emotions are off balance. I feel that emotionally, the world is on edge. I also feel that there may be something else outside of gasoline prices that affect travel, where it puts the world on edge emotionally, and they don't want to travel for that reason. I don't know what it is, but I feel like there may be something outside of gasoline prices that puts the world on edge emotionally, and they don't want to travel. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But still, I'm on this unexpected money at the bottom of the deck. It's just the point of believing. Don't forget, during depressions and recessions and all of that stuff, lots of millionaires are made during those periods. Companies are started during depressions and recessions because during those moments there's a need for something. It's just the point of, if you believe you're the person that can fulfill that need to bring in the change that everyone is looking for. But also under change, interestingly enough, is compassion. I'm going back to, under unexpected money, give or donate to charity. You have to have compassion throughout whatever journey you're on. It can't be a thing of, oh, well, I'm just always going to strategize what's best for me and not worry about anyone else. You don't want to be in that energy. But it's about belief and innovation. Do you believe? So yeah, that is the message. All right, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time, be blessed.